saying that you are great, saying that you can do this, say that you are powerful, like in the morning, like as loud as you can, like I am powerful, I am enough, I can do this. Like there's so many different ways that you can get out of your mind in the morning by giving yourself those morning affirmations. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca-Louise, and today we're going to be talking about my morning routine. I am actually pretty exhausted right now. So this morning routine is so important, even when you are feeling like this is the last thing that I want to do. So welcome to the channel. This will also be on Spotify and iTunes, so make sure that you go over and you subscribe so that you can like listen to it in your car. You can get all the episodes like back to back. There's so many fun things on the It Takes Grit podcast. And if you have any requests for anything, please put it in the comments below. I read and look at everything, and we're gonna get going. So let's do this. Okay, everybody, well, we are back on the It Takes Grit podcast, and today we are talking about my morning routine, as I've got a cup of tea right in my hand. You might be able to tell from my voice, I'm actually feeling pretty exhausted. The last couple of weeks, the new app is meant to be out, and as you can probably tell by the App Store, it's not. Well, there is an update, and it's only available right now if you're a brand new member. If you are a current existing user on the fitness app, it's not letting you upgrade. So I have been working with the developers for the last 3-4 weeks. Some nights I have been getting up every hour on the hour to like check in, make sure that they're looking at it right, make sure they're actually testing it, because they say that it's working and then it goes to Apple and then we get it back and then it's not working. And honestly, it's just like, it's really been hard on my soul. I know the end result, which is getting me so excited because I know it's going to be amazing. But like someone asked me the other day, like, would you recommend this to anybody? I was like, I don't know, because the way that I feel right now, I am just physically and emotionally and mentally exhausted from waking up like on the hour, like double checking everything. I'm a little bit late with writing my book proposal because I've been crazy having to figure out things on the app. So I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I can't wait for you guys to see it, to use it, and to be playing with it, and to getting all the points that you're going to be able to get with it, and be able to spend those points, convert to dollars into our store. So I'm really fired up about that. So that, if my voice is a little bit raspy, then that is why. And I've got my tea in my hand, so it's going to make me feel so much better. Okay. So let's go through my morning routine. I feel like when you start the day and how you start the day, it's really like how you do anything. There's like that saying, like, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Well, I feel like that is so true, because maybe if you keep hitting your alarm, maybe if you're just like you overslept and then you're like in a rush, like that morning really sets you up for the whole day. And so for me, it took me a while, it took me a really long time actually, to establish a routine, because I would say I'm gonna get up at this time, and that was it. Like, there wasn't really much morning routine. I was gonna have like breakfast within 30 minutes. What I had to do was like write it down to like the 15 minutes. So what type of, time, when you wake up to when you have your breakfast, like when you do absolutely everything. So I'm gonna literally go through my whole morning routine. So I have my alarm set for 4:45 a.m. because I want to be up at 5 a.m. I have the coolest alarm clock in the world. It's like I think it's a Philips, this is not sponsored. It's like a Philips like circle that slowly gets lighter and lighter it makes the whole room like light up. It like wakes you up gently, and then there's like these really nice birds chirping, and it's just kind of like soothing to wake up to. So I have been looking for an alarm clock. I have ordered so many freaking alarm clocks. I probably spent like over $500 on alarm clocks. And this last one was pretty expensive, but I knew that it was really important on the way that I woke up. Because when I set my alarm on my phone, it's like horrible. It's like a really bad like alarm sound. Like it's just, I mean, it's terrible. I think I can like just play it for you guys, because nobody wants to wake up to this. Like no one wants to wake up to like a horrible alarm that's going to startle them, that like just makes them feel like, oh my goodness, like where am I? So I did invest a lot of money into this. I think it's like Philips, Sony, is it Philips thing? See, like, hear that? That is horrible. Can you hear that? Nobody wants to be woken up to that. So I did decide to get this really like high-tech, I'll post it on my Instagram stories, a really high-tech alarm clock, and I felt like that was going to really help me, and it has. I love it because I wake up in the morning, the room is already light, but it's like a nice like warm glow, which I love, and then like you've got the birds chirping. So number one, get yourself a good alarm clock. Now the reason it's at 4:45 a.m. is because I want to be awake at 5. So I'm not resetting my alarm, but I just want to make sure that like I'm up, I'm out of bed, and I'm getting things going by 5 a.m. If you set your alarm at the time that you want to wake up, by the time you've like got out of bed, maybe you've gone to the bathroom, you've like washed your, like you're not quite there. So give yourself like that extra 15 minutes because it's going to really help you through the rest of the day. So that's the first thing, making sure that I have a good alarm clock. So I wake up, I go straight to the kettle, and I boil the kettle. Now, you guys who are on my It Takes Grit podcast on Spotify or iTunes can't see my mug, but I'm going to show those people on YouTube. So it is a mug. It has got Alfie's face on it with some sunglasses. So, you know, get yourself a mug that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel smiley, that gives you like a little bit of like, oh yeah, this is cute in the morning, right? So something to give you a smile. So that's the first thing I do is I put on the kettle. I come into my living room, and I liked, for me it's like sounds, like the smells, the light, everything has to be like cozy when I get started in the morning. So I put on incense, I might have like an air diffuser, I have a candle, and I put on like some subtle lighting just to like break myself in for the day. And while my tea's boiling, I'm getting the book that I'm reading at the time. So I always do like 20 minutes of reading while I'm having my cup of tea. It's always going to be personal development. So a book that's going to stretch me, check my mindset, kind of get me feeling ready for the day. And the things that you feed your body are the same things as what you feed your mind. So you've got to make sure that you're giving all of your brain cells all of the amazing, you know, motivation and getting ready for the day. Otherwise, you're going to feel grouchy, you're going to be moody, and like no one's going to want to hang out with you, okay? So set yourself up for success. So then what happens is I've like had my cup of tea, and this is like within like 20 minutes. I'm then going to go and make my breakfast. So I start my morning every single day for the last 5.5 years, or coming up to 6 years in June, with a shake. Because for me, that's just easy. You guys know I do not like cooking. And the last thing I want to do is like spend like 20 minutes like cooking stuff in the morning. Plus the nutrition that is in these shakes are like the best in the world. And so I know that I'm getting all of the nutrition in, getting my healthy fats, my good carbs, and all my protein in straight in the morning. So it takes me like 2 minutes to make. I put some added fiber in there, some probiotics, some healthy meals, some extra protein. By the way, everything is available on my nutrition plan. So if you're like, hey, I want to have the same breakfast as you, then you can hit me up. Go to rebecca-louise.com. / I think it's on nutrition pages, you'll see nutrition, and you can also go to rebecca-louise nutrition on Instagram, and you can just hit me up directly on there. So I have that in the morning. I have my shake, my tea. I also have some aloe that really helps with digestion. And the tea is different. The tea is actually thermogenic tea. It's like herbal tea concentrate. So it's got 3 different types of green tea, 2 different types of black tea. It boosts your metabolism, gives you energy, so much antioxidants, and I like carry this stuff in my purse like all day long. So I got my shake, my tea, and my aloe. I take some supplements as well, like some omega-3, some micronutrients, and I feel like, right, powered for the day. I really believe in eating within 30 minutes of waking up to fuel your body. You need fuel in your body to like process things, for your brain to actually work. So I love to have it. It tastes so great. I wouldn't skip it. Like there's no way. I take it with me on vacation. I take it with me absolutely everywhere because the way it makes me feel is like amazing. And so why wouldn't I want to feel amazing every single day? Okay. So then what I do is I come back here. It's kind of like 20 past 5 by now. And I'm probably going to start looking at a few emails. Now, this is different for everybody because I know some people like to work out straight away in the morning and you like don't look at your phone. For me, I don't feel like I can go to the gym and work out when I have got like, when I got things that are like unresolved. So I'll come in here, I've got my candles going, I've got my incense burning, I've got all my lights. I'll take the dogs out. Take their dogs out for just a quick like whiz round the block so that they can pee, because I'm a good dog owner. I don't want them to need to go to the bathroom. They're actually, and as I say that, hey Penny, I'm not even kidding you. As I say that, Penny is peeing outside on my patio. What the hell? She has no, oh my God. She has never done that. Penny. Look, honestly, I feel like she's just done it to like show me up. Penny girl, what the hell are you doing? You never do that. No. Are you serious right now? She's right. Here she is. Are you serious right now? So the dogs love going outside my balcony because they get some sun. And maybe she heard me shout her name and she got scared. But now she did. She did actually piss outside. That's fantastic. You have like literally thrown off my morning routine. Okay, so I always do take them out for a quick run around the block. And we come back in and I just kind of go through my emails. I go through anything that's like time sensitive, especially now because my developers are 9 hours ahead. And so when I wake up, there's always messages from them. I've got to make sure that I actually speak to them before they go to bed, because like we only get like 3 hours when I'm awake, if I wake up at 5 a.m. and when they go to bed, okay? So that's been a really big thing, I guess, for my own getting up early too, is like, hey, who else have you got to work with? But just honestly, getting up early, and by 10 o'clock, if you're up at 5, you've been up for 5 hours. There's so much stuff that you can do in that time. You're so much more productive. So I'm in my living room. I've got my incense going. I've got my candles going. I've got the lighting is perfect. The dogs are outside on the balcony. Penny's taking a piss apparently. No problem. And then I'll just sit on the sofa. I really should use my desk, but I don't. I sit on my sofa and I go through emails and anything that is time sensitive. I do not like any messages or emails. Like if you go through my emails, everything has been replied to or it's deleted. You won't go to my email inbox and see like all of this crazy stuff going on. That, to me, that is mind-blowing, and I can't even imagine like having that mess. I'm like so OCD. So go through all my emails, and then I'm gonna probably start doing like a little bit of creative work. So maybe at 6 o'clock, so 6 to 7, I might be making thumbnails, I might be writing some of my book, which is what I'm doing right now. I might be reaching out, and then, yeah, so that's what I'm doing, the creative stuff, right? 6 till 7. 7 till 8, I'm then actually reaching out to my clients. I'm reaching out to the people who are on my nutrition plan, those people who are on my coaching, and just following up with them in that hour. Because I could end up doing it like all day. I've got client chats, and so for me, that's the time where I get to catch up with everybody's questions, and I reply to people, and I post in our client chats about what I had for dinner last night, and that's just something extra that you get when you join the nutrition plan. So that's my kind of schedule from the 5 till 8 a.m. So 9 a.m. is when I like to work out. So there could be something that I need to help the girls with in the office. The girls go in the office. I've got 2 full-time girls in the office, and they work at 8:30 a.m. So there might be a few things that I need to like set up for the day, and then I'm like leaving for the gym at 8:45. I don't get to the gym early. I literally get there right on time when the class starts. So I'll go in, I'll do my workout, and that will end about 10 o'clock. And typically, if I have a weekly scheduled call with somebody, it's either at 10 or it's at 10:30, and then by 11 a.m. I'm in the office and I've already been up for like 6 hours. So that's just my morning routine, but like, let's see how we can implement it for you. So whatever time that you go to work, we need to work backwards, okay? We need to work backwards. What it is that you need to do in the morning to feel super content and ready for your day. And if you've only got yourself an hour, maybe like you've got to leave the house at like 6 a.m., right? And then you wake up at 5. Make sure that you wake up at that 4:45 so that you have that full hour before you go to bed. Before you go to work, sorry, because you can do so much in that hour if you're productive. So I don't suggest like looking at your phone, looking at social media, because it's totally going to distract you. So don't even allow that to happen until like you leave the door. So put that down to the side. You wake up 4:45 a.m. if you're leaving the house at 6. 5 a.m. you are up and ready to go. You go and have your breakfast so that you're fueling your body for the day. You read a book so that you're mentally prepared for the day. You have a good shower, you get washed, you get dressed, you're still not using your phone. The other thing that I do that might help you in the morning is, for me, I know like sometimes I'll listen to podcasts like when I'm driving, but in the morning, I actually like to listen to the waves. I don't know what's going on. Hey, I like to listen to the waves. So I have this app called Calm. Right? And it actually allows you to play like different waterfalls, like different like tropical sounds, and I just like the one that's the waves. So I have a speaker. I do not like playing anything through my phone speaker. I completely dislike it. It makes my ears go funny. I don't like it, so I have a speaker. So I have the speaker and I'll play like some nice like relaxing music. So I think the biggest thing here for you guys is to set the tone for your day. Having sounds, having smells, the light, and like the feel of your house in the morning so that it's not chaotic. Now, if you've got kids, then yes, you're gonna add a little bit more of chaos in there, but you can still have some of these things around that's gonna be able to mellow out the morning. You don't wanna feel rushed. That's the last thing that you want to feel, because you start to get tense. You start to feel like, oh, like a little bit of anxiety. Things kind of come over you. You don't deal very well with reactions when something negative happens to you that day. You're just not physically prepared. So what I suggest for you guys to do is add in write this down, add in the sound, the light, the smell, and the feel that you want to create. And then you want to literally, by 15-minute increments, write down exactly where you want to be at what time. So you have a schedule. So if you're like, oh my goodness, like I've only got 2 minutes and I'm supposed to have my makeup done, well, you gotta stay on schedule. So maybe you don't put the eyeliner on today. Maybe you go straight to mascara and you just do a different look. You can't just skip out. You can't go over your schedule. That's what's really important, is when you're on that like timeline to get everything done, it might not be perfect. Maybe you get to read, you wanted to read 10 pages and you read 8. That's fine. Don't go over the time frame that you already set yourself, because you're then not going to give the other pockets of your time the right amount. So you do still need to like get dressed and get yourself sorted for the day, but you also need to like read your book and get motivated, and you need to have your breakfast. So sticking to those time frames and those absolute like 15-minute increments, making sure that you're not going over, is going to help you stay on schedule, and you're going to get everything done so that when you leave the house, you feel great. Okay, so write that down. Your actual schedule from the moment that you wake up to the moment that you leave the house, and add in what the smells are going to be like, what the light's going to be like, what you're going to read, like what the sounds are, and just create a morning routine that is full of empowerment and setting you up for the day. It's like going and doing a workout and you don't stretch properly. You're going to have an injury. Saying morning affirmations, add this one in. Saying that you are great, saying that you can do this, say that you are powerful. Like in the morning, like as loud as you can, like, I am powerful. I am enough. I can do this. Like, there's so many different ways that you can get out of your mind in the morning by giving yourself those morning affirmations. So maybe the night before, you write out what that affirmation is going to be. Now, I do have one other thing that I do in the morning. I'm showing actually on YouTube right now, but it is called the 5-minute journal. And it's a really great way to write down what you're grateful for. So you don't have to buy a specific journal. You could just have a notebook. And what it asks you to do is every day you write down what you're grateful for. You would write down what would make today great, and then your daily affirmation. Okay? So the other day, these were mine, okay? So I love it. They give us little quotes in this book. It's called the 5-minute journal. And it says, none of us really change over time. We only become more fully what we are. Love that. Because we don't change. We just are even more who we are. Being dropped by a manager. These are things that I was grateful for. Being dropped by my manager. And then people are like, why would you be grateful for that? Well, there's always a silver lining to the reason something happens. I got a new wardrobe fitted, so I was grateful for that. And I got paid by a job. So I was like, yes, these are great things. Now, what would make today great? One thing was that my team loved these videos that I created. That I finished the PDF for the resistance bands that we had come out a couple of weeks ago. And I had a great meeting at this nutrition club I was making. And then the daily affirmation was, I'm gonna be patient and easygoing. And then what you do is at the end, you write down so this is in the morning, and at night, you write down 3 amazing things that happened that day, and then how could you have made that day even better? So add in a little bit of writing. Maybe after you've done your 20 minutes, your 15 minutes of reading a book, your personal development, then take it into a journal where you can actually write things down. If you're not writing things down, you're missing out on something huge, because there's something about taking a pen and paper and actually writing it out and getting in that mindset of like, wow, like this is real. When you say stuff, it's great, and you want to say directly to your face in the mirror, your daily affirmations. But what you also want to do is you want to write stuff down so that you can look back to it and be like, oh my goodness, like, wow, like I've come so far. And also it makes it real. It makes it real when you write stuff down. So take the time in the morning to prepare yourself. The day is going to go past so fast. It's going to just be like, boom, and it's gone. So give yourself time. Give yourself, your body, that self-love to feed your body the right nutrition, to read the right books, to set your home up in a cozy, comfortable environment where you can thrive, where you can level up. Take the time to write the journal. Take the confidence to go in front of your mirror in the morning and say like, I am amazing. Giving yourself that time in the morning is not only going to help you, but it's also going to help the people that you are around. Because you're going to be a better human being. Because you're going to be less stressed. Because you're going to be calm. Because you've set your day up for success. So that's my morning routine. Now you get to take all of those elements. The smell, the sound, the light, the feel, the journaling, the personal development, the fuel, the breakfast, and you get to create that for yourself. So I want you guys to create your morning routine. I want you to post it. I want you to tag It Takes Grit Podcast. You can also tag Rebecca-Louise Fitness as well. And I want to see what you've created. I want to see your morning routine. This is an exercise that I'm asking you to do. And when you implement this, it's going to really change your life. Okay, well, I am fired up to see all of your morning routines, see what you create. I want to know what kind of sounds you like, what kind of smells, what's your incense, what's your air diffuser going to smell like, which book are you going to start reading, what are your daily affirmations, so many incredible things. So guys, thank you for listening. Make sure that you go and subscribe to the It Takes Grit podcast. Those of you on YouTube, make sure that you also subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up. I love you so, so much. If you ever need anything or you have an idea of something for the podcast, just, go on to the It Takes Grit podcast, leave me a lovely review. It really, really helps when you guys leave reviews. Like, I know it takes a little bit of time out of your schedule. I really, really appreciate it. Hit that 5-star. And guys, if you want to take your life to the next level, we have a retreat to Bali. We are going to Bali in September. It's amazing. It's going to be like 7 days to completely transform your mind, your brain, like how you feel about yourself. So go over to the website, rebecca-louise.com, click on retreat, book yourself a stay. I'm going to be there teaching workout classes every single day. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. It's definitely going to be something that I need by the time September comes around, and you guys are you're gonna thrive. You're gonna love it too. Last year was amazing. Oh my goodness, people had like the most incredible time in Thailand. It was like so transformational. So I'm excited to help you guys and take that to the next level. Okay, well, thank you for listening to me. Have a great rest of your day. I love you. Stay strong, stay positive, stay powerful, and I can't wait to see your daily affirmations and your morning routine.